Fellas, are you suffering from success in Marvel Rivals? You win a match, you finally beat out the stat farming Jeff to get the ace, only to have the most awful MVP animation shown? With 40-ish characters in Marvel Rivals at the moment and plenty of MVP animations to boot, here are the top 10 MVPs to turn that awful MVP into an awfully great one. So, here are my top 10 MVPs straight from my stream. Let's take a look. Let's see. So I have made a list. I'm going to check it out, and then from there we will put them onto the list. I'll do 2 at a time just to kind of save time. I don't know if it will come as a surprise to anyone. Obviously, the first MVP we're going to look at is Adam Warlock. Cut the Divines. Yeah, it was a Battle Pass MVP, but it actually goes pretty darn hard. And it's not one of the MVPs from the Battle Pass that you get to see too much, so it's not overdone. It's short, simple, to the point. I actually really do like that one a lot. And then to go with that, one that I think is slightly underappreciated. Again, you kind of just don't get to see it a whole ton. Kingdom Savior. It's bright, it's flashy, it ends cool. And it's also with a skin that was pretty popular for a bit, but then just kind of tapered off. Trigger warning if you got epilepsy. My bad. I was actually stuck between Kingdom Savior and Ride the Thunder, because the soundtrack goes pretty hard. But I thought the other one just won out in between the two of those. So where do they plant? Obviously, unfortunately, Adam is going to be number 10. I have to put in a second one there before he can be number 10, but please note number 10. And then with Storm, I think it does go pretty hard, but I think it's only like middle of the run. So she's 5 and 10. Pretty solid start, I think. Now one that is pretty tight every time you do get to see it is actually going to be the Sin City Showcase. It's nice, it's simple, it's to the point. Bullseye. You got both versions of the Hulk. Or Bruce Banner too, I guess. There was his other one here, the Street Artist. I thought was actually a really good one, but the Sin City just beats it out. This one does go pretty hard, but it's just not quite the same aura. We do have Magic with the Twisted Turmoil, the Punk Child one. You know when you get to see that? You get to see that when you had a bad game against a Magic, or if the Magic's on your team, when you had a great game with your Magic. As a DPS player, you know that Magic earned it. Now, where did those two fit? I think it's actually kind of hard with this list, because with Hulk, I do think it actually is number 6. Really, really good MVP. You don't get to see it all that much, and it's classy, even though it is Battle Pass. But it's just missing something, and I don't know what it is. But compared to some of the other MVPs that are available, it's up there. And then with Magic, beautiful Magic, that was spot number 4. I think that's a healthy spot. Now, next we do have Loki. I was actually debating on doing Crooked Candidate, because I think this is my favorite MVP overall, but it has to be End of Everything. You see the face? The sound effect is good. It's kind of gross, and it was like pre-symbiote. That's a beautiful MVP. But what actually is on the list, and one I had a hard time picking, was for Spider-Man with the 3 generations. Beautiful. It's the only Spider-Man, not only Spider-Man, only MVP where you get multiple of the character. It's cinematic, it's like a movie, it ends badass. You know what, we're gonna watch it one more time. Plus, I haven't seen any good Spider-Mans around lately, so I haven't seen this MVP in a minute. And the one I think a lot of the sweats tend to use, not sweats, the really good Spider-Mans tend to use, is the No Other Choice. Gives credence to why he's wearing a bag on his head. I think Spider-Man's underappreciated. I mean, for good reason these days, but underappreciated. Spider-Man number 9, Loki number 8. It's a pain switching between the scenes. This is why I did every 2 and not every 1. That would have sucked. Now, I kind of don't like a lot of the beach skins as a general. They're just not my cup of tea. But this one I think is going to be a fan base one. We got Luna Snow. Before I even show you it, do you know which one it is? I bet you do. That we got the Frozen Flow. It's very beach-esque, and it is actually very nice. I do like what's going on with the ice lighting things. And then you got the blue and white. Very aesthetic for her. Oh, it turns into a heart. Look at it. Up here. Look at it. It's a heart. And then to go with Luna, we also have Magneto. Magneto, it was actually a pretty hard choice to choose which one I wanted for him, because he has so many good MVPs. Right, he's sending the sword off to kill. This one actually is what is going on the list, so I'll show it again just a little bit more. Boom, forget Ultron, kills him. Turns him into a sword. Boom, on to the next guy. That's beautiful. This one also does go pretty darn hard too. It's very presidential Loki-esque, and I think that's why I do like it. Unfortunately, we don't get to see a lot of good Magneto players. No, that's a lie. We do see a lot of good Magneto players. We don't get to see their MVP often. That's better. But with Luna, they definitely are not number 1. Although I do think it is very bright, very vibrant. But it's very summer-esque, which I think takes it down just a little bit. So even though it is pretty good, just not quite there. But that does leave spot number 1. And I don't know in Magic what I said that she was, but they're number 3. I may have changed my mind, and if I did, I don't apologize for lying. But now you're up to date. And then we do have the Punisher. Now, when I was looking at these earlier to choose what I wanted on the list, this one actually was what I was going to use, because I loved it when it came out. I think it looks pretty darn good now. Right, that's tight as hell. Unfortunately, that's not what we are looking at today. We're looking at straight to hell. Right? Oh my god, that's so good. Let's watch it again. Dose. I don't know how the bullets hit each other. It's whatever. And then this. Oh man. That's such a good one. And then one that I don't think gets enough credit, mostly because you definitely never get to see these all that often. We do have Thor with the honorable mention, Love and Thunder. I love the black and white, the Meta sound. If you pay close attention, the electricity comes out of the nips, and like, what's going on with that? I think it's a good honorable mention. And I don't think I've seen it in game yet. But what I do think is probably the best MVP in Marvel Rivals. Majestic. I kind of wish they did more longer MVP animations. God, that's so good. And the one thing that kind of does gall me, and it's why it's so high up on the list, he looks like Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. And I know this one was also going to be one that was pretty nice. It does go hard, but come on, look at this. Enjoy it in its glory. Look at the thunder nips. And then look at Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. It's so good. So where are we on this tier list? Let's go back over here. As I said, I don't even know if I gave it as a spoiler. Did I say Magic was number 3 or 4? Either way, I changed my mind. She's number 4. If I did say she was number 3. And then, yeah. Thor only beats out Luna because Luna's is very, again, just summer-esque. It's why, like, even the one with Jeff where he builds the snow shark MVP, it's really only good during, like, the winter time. So yeah, I think this is, I guess it's not really showing the MVPs, but we covered it in the video and I want to make a tier list so it's the best of both worlds. The top 10 MVPs in Marvel Rivals. And with that, that concludes the top 10 MVP animations, at least for which character in Marvel Rivals. Tell me, do you think a different MVP animation should have been up there? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, hit that like button if you're still watching. Subscribe for more videos like this if you haven't already. Season 3.5 comes out Friday, so stay tuned for more. YouTube thinks you like this video next. Let me know if you do.